Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's Senior Stoner back at you from the jacuzzi. Well, what I want to talk about today is dealing with our pain. It's become evident to me that I'm going to have to go back to methods that I've used over the years to keep my pain in check. The injections, the nerve blocks, the denervations, the interventions, just to put me worse than I was before. I'm actually getting relief. The first time I've maybe 3 or 4 days because it's been so cold. I haven't been out here. I'm actually getting some relief. Really trying not to take the pills, and I'm trying to stay focused on, things THC, things cannabis. I think the most important thing for us to think about when we look at the pain, no matter what the pain is that we have, is to make sure we don't come after it too late. I know I've said that a number of times to everybody. You can't come after pain after it's pain. It's too late then. You won't be able to take care of it. You have to get your pain kind of like I'm doing right now. You got to get in the hot tub and put something against it, some pressure against it. You got to go and put a TENS unit on it. You got to go and put your legs up. Whatever it is you got to do. Put a heating pad on your stomach. Whatever the issues are, you've got to manage them. Pot, cannabis, is supplemental. What I mean by that, and I think I've learned, is you can't rely on pot, unfortunately. You have to rely on changing your lifestyle. And I mean that sincerely. Once you find out what the pain is, adjust. If it's your back, find ways to walk better with a cane, with a brace, get a better car, get a better seat to sit in at home. I guess what I'm saying is try to adapt. You have no choice. You can't just clock out, okay, and say, oh my God, it's so bad, I can't continue on. I felt that way many times. You can't do it. It doesn't work because you can't do it. You keep going. It's the body's natural defenses. They want to live and they want to fight. So, here's what I'm trying to say. Don't have an ego. Don't think you're so strong that you don't need to do things differently. Don't think that you're not going to be affected by age or by any type of pain in your life. Be prepared for pain, because when it comes, it's a bitch. And if you're not prepared for it, it can ruin your life. Things go in a funny way. It's a snowball effect, let's call it. Pain happens. How do you deal with pain? Let's say you take a medicine. Well, if you take a narcotic, that's going to mess up your intestines. It's going to constipate you, give you OIC. It's going to give you all kinds of other false reads. Then when you stop the medicine, all the other stuff's going to come back like a vengeance because it's going to still be there. Okay, so what else can you do? You can try to drink it away. The consequences of alcoholism and alcohol use on your liver, etc., aren't so good. Well, you could try a number of different things. The best thing I found is to just throw your ego away, admit that you have an issue, and try to adapt. It's like getting warm clothing in the cold weather. You try to adapt the best you can. So adaptation is the best thing I can offer people as advice for big, heavy pain like I deal with. You just have to find a way to adapt through it. Distraction's very good, but just trying to cover it and tamp it down, not going to win that fight. If you have chronic pain, unfortunately, it's going to be there. So find a way to deal with it. I try to, and I hope I'm helping everyone do the same thing. Dealing with pain's a bitch, everybody. And you should give yourself a lot of credit if you have chronic pain and you're moving on with your daily life. Okay? Hats off to everybody. Cheers, Senior Stoner.